If you're watching this on, oh, I didn't know he was gonna stop me right there. Sorry, aDrive wasn't. I came here rather short of notice, so I don't have my best Pokemon on me. Has a Dialga. This might be the end.
Butterfree, go!
And I was actually just taking a look at my team here, and this is the team that I believe I will be bringing for this upcoming double battle, which I'll put on screen as well. I feel like this is the 6 that I want to bring. I've been really brainstorming this a lot and trying to figure out what my best approach is. How do I beat this battle? Like, what's my way to win this battle? And I feel like these 6 are the play. The way this works is you battle against Archer first, and then you immediately battle against Ariana afterwards. And you cannot heal your team in between. So, which means you can't heal your team at all. So, my logic is Life Orb, Offensive Berserker is an incredible lead in this battle. It comes out on the field, it fake outs, and then bullet punches Mamoswine and beats Mamoswine turn 1. Porygon 2 is my primary Houndoom switch in. And honestly, Blaziken kind of just destroys, but I have backup plans in Gyarados and also Quillfish. And then for Ariana, we one-shot it with Iron Head, Steely Spirit, Berserker. If it switches out, then I'm gonna 2-shot Rhyperior. I destroy Honchkrow. Mawile is obviously a bit of a problem, but that's where we've got Quillfish. Quillfish walls Mawile, which is really nice. We could also give it like Aqua Jet or whatever, and then it also gives us another way to deal with Rhyperior, which is very scary. Like, Rhyperior is definitely a problem, and I'm gonna have Focus Sash Lumineon as well, I think is a cool strategy. So I'm gonna start getting things straightened up here, just gonna go one thing at a time. Iron Head, U-turn, fake out, Bullet Punch. I don't think I need anything else. The one thing I did want to look at, though, is at 91 speed, do I outspeed Mawile? If I'm a Berserker, and I'm sitting at 73, we're gonna be at 79, but that's okay. If I'm sitting at 81 speed, I have like a 15, like a 14 speed stat. I just want to see, like, if I'm facing off against like Hatterene, I'm sure I'm faster than Hatterene at 77. So that's something to be mindful of. Like, I do not outspeed Mawile with this Berserker right now. So, and I would like to. Although he's generally gonna just click Sucker Punch against me, but I do think it's worthwhile. And then Rhyperior we're gonna be fast than Rhyperior. Is it possible to Nuzlocke this game and win without looking at the documentation? Absolutely not, dude. Absolutely not. I'm not even convinced that I'm gonna beat it while looking at the documentation. There's no way in my mind that someone beats this without looking at the documents. On a proper Nuzlocke, I just don't see how you can. The reality of it is, like, you could have a good understanding of competitive Pokemon and know what coverage moves Pokemon learn, but there's just too many factors. I don't think it'd be doable. It's all good, man. I got through the trainers I wanted to get through, and now we can ultimately take on the boss battle. The first boss battle. I don't know what to tell you about the second boss battle, but the first boss battle I can take on right now, so that's what we're gonna do. The Giovanni boss battle, I'm not sure what I want to do for that yet. I haven't really started preparing yet, because I was focused on preparing for this one first. You gotta love this team, though. You can't, I saw one guy tweet me, he's like, I hope aDrive loses a bunch of Pokemon, so he uses different Pokemon. I'm like, bro, I've been using so many different Pokemon this playthrough, man. That's been the whole thing. I'm about to use a Lumineon. No one can ever say to me anything, ever again. I'm about to use my least favorite Pokemon of all time, because I think it's a good fit in this battle. So no one ever say anything, ever. One more recap through the team before I get wrecked. Let's figure this out. Let me run through this one more time in my head and out loud, just to be safe. Okay, Archer battle. I'm always leading off with Berserker. Berserker goes for fake out into Mamoswine and then one-shots it with Bullet Punch because I'm Steely Spirit Life Orb. We always one-shot Mamoswine at that point. Mamoswine's dead. If they switch out, then I gotta deal with things, and that's where things get really tricky. But I have Gyarados for a reason. So, Kilobyte here is our Porygon 2. This is a specially defensive Porygon 2, primarily meant to deal with Houndoom. It has Shadow Ball, Recover, all that good stuff. Pretty straightforward. Very specially defensive. Pretty much here just for Houndoom, to be honest. We've got Speed Boost Blaziken here. This is Flamethrower, Aura Sphere, Quick Attack. Basically, if I get a Speed Boost up, everything gets obliterated with this thing, with maybe the exception of like MEWTWO. But against Ariana, it blows back Mawile, Honchkrow, and Rhyperior very well. Mike is Black Sludge with Jolly Nature. He's got Intimidate, Aqua Jet, Destiny Bond, Flip Turn, Poison Jab. This is my way to deal with Durant. It's also another option to deal with Mawile. Poison Jab is there for MEWTWO as well. Then we've got the Juice here. This is Focus Sash Lumineon. The beautiful thing about this is because it has the ability Dazzling and a Focus Sash, it always can come in, get off a Tail Glow, and then it sweeps Ariana. It just wins against Ariana. So I feel like this is a very good mon. And then we've got Poseidon here, which is leftovers, Intimidate, obviously, Flamethrower for Durant, Bulldoze, Aquafang, Ironhead. That's a way to slow down MEWTWO, but also a way to deal with, like, obviously Durant. Houndoom, a secondary option for Houndoom. It can slow down Honchkrow, Mawile. I'm still very nervous for this battle. I'm gonna be real. I'm very nervous for this battle, but I think we have the tools that we need. So wish me luck, and let's get it going, baby. Let's head over to the boss fight. Chat, we're gonna put you in emote only mode. If you're watching this on, oh, I didn't know he was gonna stop me right there. If you're watching this on YouTube, guys, we are in attempt 1 right now. Radical Red, baby, about to take on one of the hardest battles. You gotta do 2 back-to-back admin battles in a row right now. I've got a crazy team, let's do it. He's never been much to tell us, so we're basically raising the dark about what the mission is, but orders are orders. We're loyal to the boss, perhaps to a fault. You aren't getting to him. All right, so ideal scenario here is Archer just stays in with Mamoswine and just lets me KO him. That is by far ideal scenario. So we are gonna click Fake Out. He stays in. Should do about 18 to 20. Perfect. And then by all my calculations, Bullet Punch KOs is from here. It's always scary until it actually happens. It's always scary until it actually happens. So now I have to decide, do I want to do Gyarados against Durant or do I want to do Quillfish against Durant? I think, so let's go into, yeah, Gyarados has Flamethrower, so let's go Gyarados. Now I'm pretty sure the AI is going to swap in, he's going to Superpower, that's fine. I'm pretty sure the AI swaps in Houndoom here. I'm like pretty sure. So I'm actually gonna predict the Houndoom and go Aquafang instead because this Durant is not a threat to me right now. So I'm gonna predict Houndoom to come in. I'm gonna go for the Aquafang. He does switch out. Into Houndoom. Okay. Nice! Baby, let's go! I did not expect a KO there. Okay. Alright, now I gotta deal with MEWTWO, and I'll tell you what, MEWTWO is no joke in this battle. MEWTWO is no joke. Oh, he goes Durant again. Okay. This is fine. I just clicked Flamethrower, but then the question is, what do I do against MEWTWO? MEWTWO scares me so much in this battle, dude. Like, I know I beat it, but it scares me because I'm gonna have to go Quillfish against it. And then I flip turn out. I have to just do a lot of switching around. So let's Flamethrower here. I'm gonna take an Ironhead. I may get flinch. This is gonna do a lot of damage, but we resist. I do resist very well. No flinch. I do get the flinch. It's a little annoying. I think I still click Flamethrower. He's gonna Ironhead again. He always has a chance to miss here as well. So let's just hope. No flinch again, please. All right, I get the Flamethrower off. All right, I think what I gotta do now is I think I actually bulldoze the MEWTWO. Do I bulldoze it or do I just go hard? Nah, I think what we do is I think we go hard Quillfish. I think you go hard Quillfish for the initial Intimidate, and then I just flip turn, I think. He probably Swords Dance. Yeah, he Swords Dances. All right, now I think he's +1. He's almost always gonna go for a Ghost type move here. I could take a +1 and just go for Shadow Ball, I think is fine. So let's go for a flip turn. He's probably gonna, he actually double SDs, bro. Oh, that's not good. He's +3 right now. He is +3. All right, so this is what I was talking about I probably have to sack something here. So I'm gonna bait, I think you go Poseidon. I think I gotta go Poseidon here. Get an Intimidate off. He's +3, this is gonna put him at +2. And then I think I go back into Mike. All right, so this is gonna get him +2. I get some lefties. Now I'm gonna go back into Mike. Hope he play roughs because it does the highest amount of damage. This is gonna get him to +1. Don't you dare SD again. He play roughs. Okay, that's perfect. Shouldn't do that much. He's only +1 now. All right, I don't know if I take a Shadow Claw. I think I take 1. So I think what we do now is I think I Poison Jab. Do I want to flip turn or do I want to Poison Jab? I can flip turn and get another Intimidate off, actually. Let's flip turn. He does go for the Swords Dance again. All right, so that tells me what he wants to do. So now he's +3. And I flip turn, get some good damage off, okay? And now we're gonna go back to Gyarados. Get another Intimidate, he's +2. And then I'm going back to Quillfish to get him back to +1. And then he presumably goes for Play Rough again. Maybe he misses. Play Roughs again. He gets an attack drop on me, which means I have to flip turn again. And he likes to Swords Dance here, so he Swords Dances again. Now remember, this health carries over to the next battle, so any damage I take in this battle carries over to the next one. All right, I think I'm in a situation now where we can do this. So we're gonna go Poseidon again, get another Intimidate. Hey, thank you, Light, for the 1,000 bits. Thank you for the gifted sub as well. And we're in the same scenario. I go back into Quillfish one more time. All right, I don't think Aqua Jet does enough here. I'm gonna take a Play Rough, but then I might have to take... He missed! Oh, that's actually so big, dude. That's so big. Because now I definitely can live. All right, I think I flip turn, or I Poison Jab. Both is fine. They both get the KO here. He Shadow Claws, no crits, and we're fine. No crits, and we're fine. Mike, baby, Mike did his job, ladies and gentlemen. Mike did his job, and Archer goes down, one battle down. I gotta take on Ariana now. And Ariana's the battle that I actually feel more confident in because of Luminion. I actually think I just sweep Ariana with Luminion. So, in fact, I know I sweep Ariana with Luminion. Okay, I feel very good right now. We simply click Iron Head here. I don't think there's anything else I need to do, but I'm gonna just run a quick calc. I don't see any reason why I don't get the KO right now. So this kit picks up the KO on the Hatterene, which is very nice. Now, like I said, I think I just win with Luminion. Who comes in next? It's gonna be Honchkrow. Okay, so Honchkrow, what does Honchkrow do in this situation? Honchkrow is gonna superpower me right now. I honestly think at this point, I sack off Mike. I'm gonna run a quick calc though. I wanna know, I think anything else is too risky. So I'm gonna go out to Mike, I'm gonna get an Intimidate off, I'm gonna sack off Mike right here. I'm gonna get Luminion in, I'm gonna click Tail Glow, and I'm gonna sweep the team. That is what we're gonna do. Now remember, Luminion's ability Dazzling ensures that my opponent cannot use Sucker Punch against me because you cannot use priority moves against me. Goodbye, Mike. I wish you farewell, my friend. You were phenomenal. You were a great Pokemon. You came to one battle, you did your thing, and that's all I could ask. So thank you, Mike. Now, we're gonna double check the juice and ensure I have a Focus Sash on him. I have a Focus Sash. We're gonna check our HP. We have max HP. I have max speed. I have the Dazzling ability, and I have Tail Glow, Surf, and Ice Beam, the 3 moves that I need. Who would have thunk the day that aDrive used a Luminion? That day is now. We click Tail Glow. I am obviously faster, and my opponent cannot use Sucker Punch against me. I have a Focus Sash, which guarantees I live. If he doesn't crit me here, he actually doesn't even knock me to Sash, but he's probably gonna crit me, I would assume. He does crit me down to 1 HP. This is a crit crow, so it's not surprising. But now, I have my Luminion in the exact situation I want to be. We're gonna click Ice Beam here. Again, he cannot Sucker Punch me because I have the Dazzling ability, which is a really cool strategy. Honchkrow is incredibly frail, so +3 Tail Glow, Ice Beam always KOs. I am going to very carefully click Surf. Mawile is going to Mega Evolve. My damage calculation tells me that this kills 100% of the time. It is a 100 to 118-ish damage roll, so we should KO this thing 100% of the time. So we're gonna go +3 Surf with Luminion after we Tail Glowed into the Mawile. And we're gonna one-shot the Mawile. And my opponent's last Pokemon is a Weakness Policy Rhyperior. Rhyperior, obviously a very, very scary Pokemon at a Trick Room, but in this context, it is incredibly weak to our Water-type moves. So I click Surf again, and we beat Ariana and Archer with 1 feint, which was an intentional sack. I think I probably could have tried to navigate around it, but it wasn't worth the risk. You could turn emote only emote off, and we just played that masterfully. GG's. Okay, that was the easy battle today. Gotta drink that juice, baby! You might be the strongest trainer I've ever faced. Perhaps you may be able to talk some sense into our boss. It'd be nice if he had some faith in us, but he won't listen to me. Not me either, but we're still concerned for him. We're really sorry for the trouble, and please have this. And we are gonna get the Mawile Light, and we're also going to get the Houndoomnite, which is very nice. That's what I'm talking about! aDrive Army, let me see some hype for that! I wanna see some hype for that! We just big-brained that, team! We can take a look at some of our fallen soldiers real quick. I haven't had a death in a long time, actually. Peter, the Snorlax, was the last one. I really turned it around, like, right around this point in the game. After that, these 3 were from that one battle, that one random battle that I didn't prepare for, the Mudkip kid. But since then, dude, we've actually done absurdly well. So, very happy about that. Okay, now, Now it's just, I don't even know what I'm supposed to say about this battle. The one thing I want to look at is, do I want a choice scarf for this battle? Because if the answer is yes, I want a choice scarf for this battle, then I gotta battle Pryce first. I don't know if I necessarily want the choice scarf. The choice scarf is nice for the Mewtwo. Like, that would be the biggest thing, is like having the choice scarf for Mewtwo potentially could be valuable. Mewtwo Y. That's the psychic one, right? Mewtwo Y. That's the psychic one, yeah. So I think you bring Politoed in and you just flip turn Politoed. Boom with Metagross. Dog, you ever play a Nuzlocke, homie? What are you talking? Boom with Metagross. Man just told me to explode with Metagross. What's the rule in the chat where you're only allowed to give good advice, chat? What's the rule? Because there's a rule that says you're only allowed to give good advice. Okay. There is a rule that says that. How you dealing with Celesteela? Bro, I'm gonna Swampert him. I think this is the 3 I bring. I honestly think this is the 3 I bring. I don't even think I bring anything else. I gotta look up what Soul Robbery does though, hold up. I don't think I overthink this battle. I think I legitimately just bring these 3, but I'm gonna look up what Soul Robbery does. I know, I'm gonna change all the Pokemon before I do anything, don't worry. Soul Robbery, I know this is a new move. 105 base power, physical spectral, special, physical psychic spectral thief. That's gotta be Mewtwo X, guys, right? Is that Mewtwo X or Mewtwo Y? Why would he have a physical spectral thief if he's Mewtwo Y? I guess Mewtwo Y is still really strong. Oh yeah, Y has 150 attack, 194 special. That's stupid. That's just stupid. I mean, the reality of it is though, like, I would imagine in rain, Liquidation from Mega Swampert probably beats Mewtwo. Maybe I'm overestimating Mega Swampert, but I feel like Mega Swampert at level 80, going for a rain boosted Liquidation into a Mewtwo Y that's fully offensive invested, I feel like you probably pick up the KO. Scrafty has Ice Move for Swampert's ground type, and that's not super effective. Where's the command that says you're only allowed to give good advice, chat? I forgot, what's the command? Okay, so Mewtwo Y with max speed, Jolly, but I think it's timid. I think it's a mistake. Hits 334. So for Swampert to hit 334, we gotta get to... I gotta get to 132 speed investment, and then the rest would go into HP. I think this is the 3 I bring. Okay, quick calcs. Level 80 is our level cap. Mr. Cake here is adamant with Colbur Berry. Clear body so we don't get intimidated. Iron Head, Bullet Punch, Brick Break, Thunder Punch. Go with the safest options there. Swampert type, adamant nature. We hit 152 speed. Let me just double check that that's what I want. Regular Swampert hits at this bulk 132 speed. We should hit 152. So that when we Mega, we hit 168. At +2, we hit 336. And Mewtwo Y, Mega Mewtwo Y, level 80 max speed. Hits 334. So we always outspeed in raid. We've got damp, but doesn't matter because we're trying to change that. Liquidation, flip turn, earthquake, high horsepower. That's really the set. I don't really think we need anything else. I would Lele will be dead. I would liquidation Scrafty. I would liquidation Excadrill T-Tar. We have a fighting move if I want it, or a ground move. I have earthquake as an option. I liquidation Celesteela, and I also liquidation Mewtwo. So we always do all that. Edgar is relaxed, so that means he's boosted his physical defense. He's got negative speed, which allows me to actually outslow Scrafty. So if Scrafty's on the field, I'm actually slower because Scrafty's gonna be 122 speed. So I'm the slowest thing on the field, so I take a hit and I switch out. I've got the Assault Vest to potentially take a better hit from the Celesteela. We got Flip Turn, Skull, Focus Blast, Ice Beam. Generally, we're just clicking Skull, then Flip Turn anyway. And that's that. That's the team. I'm gonna grab a couple, hey, what's up, Yumi? I'm gonna grab a, thank you for 20 months. I'm gonna grab a couple random Pokemon out of the PC just to have them. Can't Lance Earthquake me? Yes, he can, and that's just something that I gotta deal with. I just hope he doesn't, I guess. I'll grab you, and I'll grab you, but we're not gonna use any of you guys. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen! Radical Red Giovanni about to go down right now. Let's do it. He's standing there with his Mewtwo, and these guys are just gonna root me on. Hi, guys. The slow walk of doom here. This is the slow walk. I'm running now. All right, I mean, listen, a lot of this battle does come down to what Lance does. and let's just hope that he helps us out. So let's do it. I see you've come to stop me yet again. Unfortunately, you won't be the hero this time. You're too late. Mewtwo, you're mine! Meow! Master Ball, go! All right. The Master Ball my scientist made works, and attaching this Mega Stone that we worked hard on, I'm practically invincible. You dare stop me knowing I have Mega Mewtwo? Well, the honor is all mine, you insolent child. Whoa! Things are getting out of hand over here. It's Lance! Just the champion stopping by to put an end to this mess. No matter, I can't possibly be stopped with Mega Mewtwo. Sorry, aDrive was it? I came here rather short of notice, so I don't have my best Pokemon on me. Has a Dialga. You'll have to help me here. Have at me then, you fools! All right, Mr. Cake, Edgar, Kip. Let's do it. Oh, this is so scary. Okay. Here we go. Scrafty, Tapu Lele. All in Master Balls, of course. And we've got Dragapult and Mr. Cake. And we can turn to emote only mode if one of the mods wants to do that, or I guess I'll do that since the mods are not. Clear Body doesn't work. Intimidate doesn't work because he's got Clear Body too. We all got Clear Body. I got Clear Body, you got Clear Body. Okay, we always Iron Head Tapu Lele. Light Screen sets up. It's gonna protect us a little bit. Here comes the Tapu Lele Moonblast into the Dragapult. Hopefully he lives because of the light screen. I'm not convinced he will, but he's max. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna live it. Yeah, he gets crit right out the gate, so that's lovely, as you can imagine. That's actually really bad. I wish he would have lived that. I'm gonna get an Iron Head off. I'm gonna KO the Lele. Now I gotta take a knockoff to the face. Maybe I'll get lucky and he goes for Roar or something, but I feel like he just clicks knockoff here. So, he does go for knockoff. That is gonna pop my Colbur Berry. That is not the first turn I wanted. We really needed Reflect Up. We really needed Reflect Up, dude. Here comes Dialga. That's the good news. And then who does he send in next? He sends an Excadrill next. Okay. Excadrill is probably gonna go for high horsepower. I think I gotta go Edgar and then flip turn out into Kip. I feel like I need to stay in and KO the Excadrill, but if he attacks me, I'm in so much trouble. I feel like he doubles into Edgar here. I may need to sack off Metagross. All right. Oh, I think I'm gonna lose Metagross. I don't think it's a good idea to bring in Politoed here. I think I was kind of hoping I'd have Reflect. I'm not K-ing anything, but I feel like I have to attack. I think if I switch out into Politoed and I take 2 attacks to the face, I'm gonna really regret it. So, there's a chance they double Dialga anyway. So, I'm gonna Brick Break. I might lose Mr. Cake here, and I fully am aware of that. But I don't want to switch Politoed in, take 2 attacks, and then gotta take 2 more attacks to flip turn out to then set the rain. The only way I win this battle is with rain, so I think I have to get rid of something on the field here. And I feel like I'm gonna Brick Break the Scrafty. Excadrill goes for Swords Dance, one of the reasons I didn't switch out as well. And let's hope that Dialga does something. He Dragon Pulses Scrafty, which means we may actually KO Scrafty before he gets an attack off. It looks like we're going to. I definitely made the right decision, because now I think T-Tar hits the field. At least I hope it's T-Tar. Oh, that's not fair. That's not fair. Okay, well, I have to sack off Mewtwo at this point. Or, I mean, I have to sack off Metagross at this point. I have to. So I'm just gonna Brick Break the Excadrill. I don't have a choice. I have to do this. I have to do this. I don't have a choice. We gotta win the playthrough. I need you to live this. Oh, we have screen though. We have screen. He's gonna live it. I need you to miss. He Rock Slides. Yo, no flinches, 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 no flinches. Okay, I got an attack off. I need a crit, 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 I need a crit so bad I didn't get the crit. I gotta get rid of the Excadrill. Again, I can't risk this. We need a KO. I gotta get the KO into Excadrill. I'm doing the same thing. Here comes the Aura Sphere again into Dialga. Please live this on a sliver. Oh, that's a big live. Does he Rock Slide again? He Rock Slides again. Okay, no flinch, and this is big for us. No flinch, and this is so big for us. Please, no flinch. Oh, Mr. Cake, you are a monster! You are a monster, Mr. Cake, and I don't want to ever hear anyone say anything otherwise. T-Tar. Okay. Okay. Now the sand kicks up. Now I think I gotta go Politoed. I think I gotta go Politoed here, because now I have a chance to save Mr. Cake. So now I'm gonna go Politoed, set up the rain, and flip turn out. We're gonna catch an Expanding Force to the face right now. But it's a Mega Salamence, bro. Like, Mega Salamence, if he hits the Mewtwo, he may knock out the Mewtwo. I'm a little nervous about Salamence going for Earthquake right now. I hope he double edges the Mewtwo. If he Earthquake's gonna be annoying. I know Expanding Force coming off. This is gonna do so much damage, but we do have screens up, and I'm Assault Vest. So Edgar takes it relatively well. Please! He Earthquakes, which is annoying, but he's gonna hit me as well, which means I might lose my Politoed as a result. I'm probably gonna lose my Politoed as a result. And he T-Tar rocks. I'm gonna lose the battle. Salamence, you legend for living on one. Thank you so much. Okay, what I need to do now is we're calcing to see. This is why putting Earthquake on Swampert was so big, because now Swampert could potentially pick up a double Earthquake KO. And then it's then I'm just facing off against Celesteela, and Swampert can beat Celesteela. I probably lose Edgar in the process, but I still have Metagross too. I could switch into Metagross here. I think that's a mistake. No, actually, I think I go Metagross. I think I actually go Metagross, but let me see if I have Earthquake. Oh, dude. I'm gonna die to my own Earthquake. He's gonna KO me probably. Expanding Force. Don't Earthquake me, bro. Like, don't KO me here. Please just double edge. Oh, he's dead anyway. I'm gonna potentially take a Rock Slide here. Yeah, okay, so here's the issue. I actually would have preferred to die there. There's a few issues here. I gotta sack this thing off. So, Mr. Cake, you were great, buddy, but that's the end of you. This might be the end. I think we can still win this, but this might be the end. I don't know if this KOs Mewtwo. I need a damage roll. I need about a high damage roll. If I get the high damage roll, I think I win the battle, but if I don't get the high damage roll, I think I lose. Come on. T-Tar's gonna die here. Does Mewtwo die? One turn of rain. I lose my screen. Lose the terrain. Celesteela Swampert. Should do like 80%, 70%, 80%. He autotomizes, that's fine. We got this. The only thing I lose to now is basically him spamming air slash flinches. Or massive crits. Let's go. Yo, it cost us our Metagross, but we got through the battle. That was a big loss. And you know what's stupid annoying about that? Is Metagross is one of my best ways to deal with Pryce. And now I should have done Pryce first. I should have done Pryce first, but it's okay. Metagross is good for the last gym too. Metagross was so good for so many things, but I think I had to do what I had to do. I think I had to do that. I had to, and I couldn't let Politoed go down, because if Politoed goes down and I don't have the weather at the end of the battle, then I lose the game, right? Because I needed Swampert to come in to outspeed the Mewtwo and then one-shot them both. So I needed to ensure no matter what, to win that battle, that Politoed was able to set weather If I don't allow that, then I'm always gonna lose the battle. So, because Tyranitar came on the field so late, like I was hoping in this battle Tyranitar would come out early and I could get rid of T-Tar and then guarantee the weather, but I needed that. So I think we played that as good as we could have. We got a really bad first turn. I don't know if Dragapult lives Moonblast in that context. He doesn't crit the Moonblast. Does Dragapult live it? I don't know. It does. Chat is saying it does. So I get crit turn 1 basically, which kind of messes us up. That probably cost us the Metagross, but so Mewtwo actually escapes and he tells me to come back to him when I'm worthy. I'm not worthy yet, bro. So, what in the world? Such power, he forced us out of his domain. Perhaps my Master Ball was defective, but more importantly, Mewtwo deemed me unworthy, and it spoke to you. Perhaps it's waiting for you to become champion. That was truly a once-in-a-lifetime experience. It's time I turned it around. With the strength of my loyal admins and I have, we could definitely make a legitimate living. I don't know if my son would ever forgive me, but it's never too late to start an honest life. Giovanni, I have no idea if it's possible for you to right your wrongs, but I do believe in giving people second chances. I hope to see better things out of you. I, on the behalf of the Pokemon League, will be keeping a close eye on you. Right, of course, you have my word. Anyway, this feels like right in your hands, and I get the Mewtwo lock. So, take care, aDrive. I'll see you in the Pokemon League soon. So, a successful battle for us. An unfortunate loss, though. We definitely... I'll save just in case anything crashes. An unfortunate loss for us losing Metagross. But to be real, like, that's just this game. Okay, well, he's gonna go to our death box. Goodbye to our pseudo-legendary Metagross, which probably would have made it on the final team otherwise, but that's all right. That's all right. What are you gonna do? I kind of wreck Pryce. Like, I kind of have a really good team for Pryce. Mega Blaziken sweep? Yo, honestly, I think you're right. I think Mega Blaziken just sweep. I didn't even think about it, dude. I didn't even look. I wasn't even looking yet. I was just like, wait a minute. I don't see why I don't beat him. But let me just move some things around. On our way to my great-grandpa Pryce. Now, the good news with Pryce is I know what team he uses as soon as he sends out his first Pokemon. The bad news with Pryce is one of the teams is much harder for me than the others. So I guess that's how that works. This is the final optional battle for us that I'm actually gonna do. There's 3 potential teams that I could face. I don't know which one of the 3 I'm gonna face. I'm gonna find out when it sends out its first Pokemon. The reward for this is a Choice Scarf, which is why we're doing this battle, because I feel like having a Choice Scarf could be very valuable for the final battle or for the Elite Four. Without further ado, let us do it. I hope I don't get wrecked. I hope I didn't underestimate this battle, because that would be really frustrating. Why, hello there! The Seafoam Islands is a very nostalgic spot for me. I haven't introduced myself. I'm Pryce. I was once a fearsome gym leader, but age has taken its toll. However, as an elder, I have many lessons to teach. Perhaps a challenge is what you seek. Very well, hopefully I can demonstrate my power. All right, what do you got? Vanillux, Jinx, or Ninetales? Hopefully it's not the Ninetales. All right, so I'm just gonna tell you now, I'm losing a Pokemon to... I'm losing a Pokemon to the Arctozolt, dude. Yeah, I'm losing him on to Arctozolt. I could go kind of big brain strats and just... Ooh. You know what No, I think I have an idea. I actually think instead of going for the KO here, I think I go Luca, change the weather, set up Stealth Rocks, go Blaziken, and then sweep. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna mix up my strategy a little bit. I assume my opponent tries to Aurora Veil here, because there's a Focus Sash Bear Tick on the team. So I also am gonna assume my opponent's probably gonna switch out. I have an Air Balloon. I'm gonna lose my Balloon. Goes for the Blizzard and misses. That's a beautiful thing. Stays in, goes for Blizzard and misses again. I get Stealth Rocks up. Okay, so let me be real here. Like, I think I legitimately just go into Blaziken and just don't get frozen. And that's all I have to do is just don't get frozen. Okay, it actually hits a Blizzard this time. Maybe that was a dumb decision, but like, just don't get frozen. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna Mega, and I think I Protect this time, just to ensure I get the speed boost, which means I outspeed Ninetales in the next turn. And it looks like it stayed in. So let's see what it does. I get a Protect off, which is good. And here comes the Moonblast. And I know this thing is Icy Rock, so I just click Flamethrower now. I get a speed boost. That means I'm faster than Ninetales now. And we roast the Ninetales and win the weather. So now I have the weather for the rest of the battle. I think I just win at this point. Like, I'm pretty sure I just click flamethrower 5 times and win the battle now. Now, this is the biggest of the issues. This is choice band Arctos ult. But again, I think because of the rocks damage, I think I just win. I think I just win, guys. Yeah, because the only thing that would potentially live a hit here would be like Bear Tick because he's Focus Sash. But like, Bear Tick doesn't want to take you know, whatever. I guess Glalie could potentially live a hit. I gotta calc it when it comes out. But this is a Lowland Sand Slash. And this thing, even with an Assault Vest, it ain't living a Flamethrower, bro. He's got Ice Shard, so they're trying to, you know, chip me down a little bit here. But they're gonna need a lot more Ice Shards to do that. So I think the Fuego here is gonna do enough to seal the deal. I don't know about the Glalie situation, though. I will say that. I don't know. I'm assuming we one-shot Glalie. Bear Tick is Focus Sash, but I break... Oh, he's part fighting in this game. Tell me how Blaziken is legitimately just about to do the thing. And my whole strategy was lead Berserker anyway. I didn't even use that. I just switched into Torkoal, bro. I could have just led Torkoal. All right, so basically, here's what's going on with Radical Red, guys. We've got to do the last gym leader, which is, I mean, a super crit here, I guess, maybe? No, we're good. We gotta do the last gym leader, which is a surprise for those who don't know it. We'll see what happens. What's up, Knight? I know who it is, but it's a surprise. And then we gotta battle our rival, and then we get to the Elite Four. I gotta get through a lot of tough trainers as well on the Victory Road, but one would assume I do not wipe to Victory Road, right? So it's one more gym leader, one more rival battle, and Victory Road. Here comes Frostmoth, who I love so much, but takes half of its health to hazards. Very sad, and Pryce is a very bad trainer. He did not EV train his Frostmoth to always take, he has an even number HP instead of an odd number HP, so he made a mistake there, but that's okay. GG's, I'll let the chat speak once again. Brendan, yeah, Brendan is the rival fight on top. Oh, wait, oh, you're right. There's actually 2 more rival fights. I forgot, I didn't realize that. You gotta battle your rival and Brendan. You gotta battle your rival and Brendan, you're right. So there's actually 3 more big fights for us. So there's the Glalie. And thank you very much. And he does give me the Choice Scarf as well. All right, what a successful day for us. I did lose 2 Mons, one of which was a big one, right? Metagross is a really big loss, but we are down to just the final 3 very difficult battles. It's gonna be tough. It is gonna be tough, but I do feel like we have some opportunities. I think we can do this, so.